Those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes, and that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-world paid vacation. You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
Hey, how did she know? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're hopping into the film noir sci-fi future that is Blade Runner. Blade Runner here is a real-time 3D adventure game by Westwood Studios, as you can see clearly right there, the partnership between the Blade Runner and Westwood Studios. Now, when I say real-time, I mean real-time. A really interesting thing about this game is it takes place in real time. So let's just follow this opening scroll here. So in the early 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robotic evolution into the Nexus phase, a being virtually identical to a human known as a replicant. The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility, at least equal in intelligence. Replicants were used for off-world slave labor in hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. After a bloody mutiny by a Nexus 6 combat team in an off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth and under penalty of death. Special police squads, Blade Runner units had orders to shoot and kill upon detection of any trespassing replicant. This was not called execution, it was called retirement. So if you're familiar with the Blade Runner franchise, this game takes place, oh, and by the way, it takes place in November 2019. So we don't have long to go, guys, before this is the hellscape that awaits us. This is what 2019 will look like, so we have something to look forward to. But for anyone familiar with the movie, this game is considered not a prequel, not a sequel, but a sidequel. It's a game that takes place in the Blade Runner universe at about the same time as the Harrison Ford Blade Runner movie, and it has all the awesome sci-fi goodness that we've come to expect from the world of Blade Runner. Now, it takes place in real time because basically as we're playing this game, the time we take to do stuff, characters will be out in the background doing things, and if we take longer to do things, then different things will actually happen.
Sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal
Man,
bins.
imagine that is how people dressed.
It's all right.
That's
It's my turn to
like
fix dinner.
jeggings to the extreme. Like if you thought jeggings were inappropriate, imagine like you had a secretary like an animal shop, which is what this is, like a pet store, and like they wore that.
Sir,
It's like
please.
literally wearing like your brassiere and underpants and then just like
Don't
transparent
want to.
clothing on top.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't.
This guy seems like a total creep, by the way.
Salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait, I haven't finished.
That looked like workplace harassment to me also.
We're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
This guy looks so creepy.
So am I.
Okay, so this guy is clearly a replicant.
Please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Not my animals, please. I'm begging you.
Animals are a hot commodity in the future, guys. Apparently, in the Blade Runner future.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
Okay, so this replicant wanted nothing more than to slaughter a pet store. Here's our main character. His name is Ray McCoy. It is not the awesome Han Solo Harrison Ford character from Blade Runner. Again, this is more of a sidequel. So this takes place during the Blade Runner movie. We're going to intersect briefly with the plot at different points if we continue to play this game. We're just checking this out today, guys. We're not going to finish it ourselves. But if you do play this game, you will intersect with Harrison Ford's Blade Runner story, which is pretty cool. You'll see characters from his story. You don't actually see Deckard in it, though. so you don't actually see Harrison Ford. But all the characters that they did get from the movie were voiced by the appropriate actors and so on. So anyway, I am being called into the police station. Eventually, you know, just summarizing what's happening in the cutscene here, you will get called into that pet store to check out the murder of all the animals. Basically, animals are rare in the future of Blade Runner, guys. There was like a big war, and during the war, most of the animals got wiped out because humans are kind of short-sighted and selfish, and they polluted the planet and blah, blah, blah. There's very, very little animals left in the Blade Runner future.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Jeez, that's harsh language, man.
Excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover.
What about Deckard?
This one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Did he just refer to himself as a girl?
Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job.
Billion chinions? How much is? What's the conversion of a chinion to $1?
Perfect your French cooking, baby.
That's like the most awkward cop getting chewed out scene I've ever seen. It was. I didn't understand the slang there.
I thought you were.
Now we have a hot female cop here to harass me, further emasculate me.
A couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put him on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
The magic?
What's Gooza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runciter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that
if anyone out there watched Battlestar Galactica, you may recognize the slang term skin job for a replicant. They also used it when referring to the human models of Cylons. That's actually where it came from, if you're curious.
You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
Hey, how did she know?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Wait, I was zoning out there. Ask for what? What can we ask for?
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
Why wouldn't you want to own a robot animal? That sounds totally awesome. So here we are in the world of Blade Runner finally, after that opening cutscene. So it is a point-and-click style adventure game, only the emphasis in the game is less about less about puzzle solving, and more about finding clues and interviewing suspects. So it's kind of more like L.A. Noire almost, ahead of its time. Very quickly, I'm going to hop into the options here. So you have a little bit of a tutorial that they give you here, in case you want to know how to do certain things. But interestingly, they have these default conversational choices. So you can be polite, which is what I'm currently set to this, normal. So I can be polite, I can also be surly, and I can be erratic. And also you can have user choice. I feel like, why would you not want to have user choice? I definitely want to be choosing all my interactions. It is kind of an interesting idea that if you want, you could set yourself on like polite setting and just be polite all day. But, you know, okay, so there's that. Now, the other thing to explore here are the... this is like our crime computer. This is like our bat computer or our Pip-Boy that we have on our arm here. So we have clues, we have suspects, we have things that we can look at, etc. Eventually this will fill up. So again, this is kind of like a sci-fi police quest, only instead of solving puzzles and stuff, you're instead collecting clues and interrogating suspects. So again, more like L.A. Noire. So let's see what we got going on here. First, let's talk to this cop here and see what choices we get.
What do you know?
So,
about 30 counts of animal murder.
I didn't get a choice.
Assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
Okay, so they messed up the tiger.
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
Oh, but they didn't kill the owner?
Way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight.
I'm absolutely amazed that they didn't kill the tiger. From the opening cutscene, I thought that was a given. Okay, what do we got over here?
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
Well, that's pretty rude. The cop was just asking a question.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho, row actions inside, abstract art, all over the walls and ceiling.
So he's trying to indicate we should go inside. Let's just check out. Let's click on everything we can click on.
And I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
Okay, so somebody hit the fire hydrant there. You know, all my training in retro adventure games tells me to click on everything till there's nothing new to click on before you leave a screen, because you never know. Let's interrogate some of these
Canvas the area.
randos here.
Somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Yeah, you go do the hard work, buddy. Alright. As for me, I'm going in. So I think it's really interesting that this game takes place in real time. And more so than that, it not only takes place in real time. Oh, hold on.
I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
Who's this guy, Sherlock Holmes? He can just walk into a tattered room and tell all that? That's insane. Anyway, another really interesting thing about this game is that the AI characters don't actually follow a script. So there's an element of randomness to the NPC's behavior as you play over the course of this game, and this is actually really, really cool. So I'm just pausing sort of my gameplay for just a moment to tell you guys about this. I read about this, it kind of blew my mind a little. The developer said they took a cue from SimCity, and so rather than having like a scripted story, instead each AI character has a goal and methods that they can use to achieve those goals, and so every time you play the game, different things happen. I think that is so cool. That's so neat. So it's like you could play this game multiple times, and the story will play out slightly differently each time. Not only that, the decisions and choices you make can lead to one of 13 different endings in this game. So I think that's pretty cool. So let's actually start gathering up some clues so we can see what the sort of detective gameplay actually looks like once we kind of get going here. So let's start by interviewing this dork over here.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all
the
this
young girl who you
mayhem?
don't pay enough money to buy proper clothes?
It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Why do you think she's involved?
And absolutely malevolent.
Because she was in the room when it happened? Dude, that is a terrible reason to think that she's involved. Now let's see what else we got going on over here.
Totally ruined.
Somehow my heart does not go out to you, buddy. Alright, let's actually talk to this guy a few more times here. See if he has anything else to tell us. Ah, here we go. We actually get a choice of what to ask him. Alright, let's just go through each of these. So what were the motives?
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted
no
to
money?
steal my...
What is this, like an honor-based pet store?
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
I mean, humans, for one. Before there were replicants, humans did this kind of stuff, buddy. Alright, stop walking away from the detective who is clearly trying to have a conversation with you, by the way.
The replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Tyrell Corporation sounds like such a badass sci-fi name.
I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron colt. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
Okay, stop wandering away. I got
Tell
more
me about
questions.
this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for a short while. She's about 14 years old with pink hair.
That girl was 14? Oh my god.
How'd
She
you find
should
her?
not have been dressed that
She
way.
came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young...
I wish I was
tops
getting
are
more
treated.
dialogue options. I feel like
get
I'm
a
just along
desk?
for the ride.
Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there.
Okay, so she used to eat somewhere on the west
See if you can
side.
dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment.
Yeah, find me that reference, buddy. I'll just stand here casually, waiting. Should have had this conversation with him on the other end of the room. Okay, I'm not clicking anything, so part of this game is just along for the ride. All right, we got a letter. We will inspect that shortly. Okay, what else can we check? What is this? I think, yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I think I saw my cursor change color over here. We'll check the camera.
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Chinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that.
What? How did that thought never occur to you? What? Just because someone destroys a camera... Oh, what? How did that guy not think of the fact that the camera might have taken a photo of the guys before they destroyed it?
This is the disc from last night.
Oh my god, how dense is this guy? My god. By the way, there seems to be like something... Look, there are little things over here that are you can click on. See what these are. Boy, this is a big advancement from the old days of Sierra, where you used to have to like
Big
type in
caliber,
every command.
Possibly off-world combat weaponry.
That's
Ballistics
shotgun
might
shells?
give me a fix on it.
They look like little specks. They look like no different than these other like specks of random junk on the ground here. Okay, so we can go up here as well. Is there anything else? So, okay, so like these, like that's clearly a thing we can interact with. So is this. So is this. Is there anything else? Monkeys. Hey, a monkey poster.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, just what I was thinking. Now, an interesting other fact about this game, by the way, is that it's... Hey, a little toy dog. Is that it doesn't use any hardware acceleration. So when it was released, it was marketed as this, like, advanced new, like, 3D game. All the 3D effects are done completely in software. There's absolutely no hardware acceleration at all, which seems kind of crazy to have designed a game that way. But I guess it, like, worked well for them, and, you know, Westwood made the decision to go ahead and do it this way. It did mean that the game had really high sort of PC requirements in terms of like the power of the computer needed to like run the game. But actually, like the game itself, you know, like the graphics, yeah, they seem a little pixelated and stuff, but it doesn't actually seem all that dated. Like if you ran an HD filter through this and like sort of sharpened some of these things up, you would actually have, like, I would argue, like, a fairly, like, modern game. And I think things like the fact that the game occurs in real time, that the NPCs are dynamic.
Murders, the lack of any theft. The small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
The fact that, like, the plot is dynamic and the NPCs behave a little randomly, like, all of that, I think, is, like, really good stuff that, like, even modern games... You know, modern gamers would enjoy. Also, I like how, like, this pet store, it looks like a strip club. Like, look at the, like, neon banner and stuff. It looks like a strip club. All right, Cop Man, what did you find out from canvassing the people over here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
Thanks for doing absolutely nothing. What about these
Canvass
people?
the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
Okay, so you didn't do the one thing that I asked you to do. You're terrible at your job. Hey, look, there's a garbage can over here, too. Let's check this out. You never know what you might find in the trash.
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
What? He refused to look at the trash. All right, let's get in our car and get the hell out of here. I feel like we have hovered over all the little green arrow things that we can find. So I'm confident now that we have uncovered the clues necessary to begin this case. The case of the dead tiger. Alright, so now we have a map and a choice of where to go. I do not know what any of these buildings are. Should we go to this one, or this one, or this one? Or this one, maybe? Choices. Oh, we can hover over to see what's actually here. And wait, I just read that we might actually have a little bit more business to do over here.
Find anything else out here?
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runseter hanging around with a big fat guy last week.
There we go.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside.
Okay, so here's where we're encountering the fact that this game is in real time, slowing us down. We got to give this guy time to canvas, apparently.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
So we'll just keep telling him to canvas until he, like, actually does his job.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside.
I'm just going to pop back in real quick and see if this other dude has anything left to add.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
Why did I get choices the first time I talked to him, but, like, never again? I would really love to, like, have choices. Did I, like, not set choices in my thing? Yeah, I want to have conversational choices. Designer's cut. Huh. Okay, well, let's just leave that off because I don't know what that will do. So the dialogue in this game leaves a little something to be desired. It'd be nice to have a bit more options in like what you you know, what happens and so on. Let's just talk to this guy one more time, then we're going to go ahead and give up on this.
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art.
Okay.
All over the walls and ceiling.
I wish there was a way to skip that. Okay, forget it. You suck at canvassing, sir. You're a terrible cop. But the voxels that make you up are very impressive for a 1996 game. Or whenever this... I don't know. When does this game come out? Is it 1996? I don't even know. Okay, so we have a couple options here. Chinatown. We're already at Runsiter, so we don't need to go there again. We have our apartment. We're going to go to the police station. We're going to analyze some of those clues that we just found. It's awesome. It feels like flying a DeLorean. These cutscenes, by the way, where you're flying around the city, look totally awesome. It's like such a dystopian future, but with this like cool neon glow and stuff. And it looks so neat. Like even his car looks totally awesome. The world of Blade Runner is just neat. Okay, oh god, that elevator looks serious, like locks you in. Okay, we're going to floor number 3 because we got some business to attend to. Where are we?
Got anything new for me, Dino?
Guess we'll talk to this guy.
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. The shell casings from Runsiter should be in the Museum of Military History.
How's that?
They're from an Ender rifle. It's standard issue off-world military hardware. Heavy caliber. That puppy can punch right through a tank.
What can I conclude from that?
Whoever used this piece didn't just walk into their local sporting goods store and buy it. Those babies are collectibles, and they ain't cheap.
Huh. All right, let's see what else he has to say.
Anything else?
We got the animal corpses from Runsiter's, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runsiter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Animoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit
Animoid
manufacturers?
Row?
And they're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week.
Ayo. Alright, do you have anything else to tell me? Tell you what, just tell me all the stuff you want to tell me. All at once is fine.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinning drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
Okay, so we got a ground car.
Your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Okay, do you have anything else? Again, just tell me all the things at once.
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runsiter's is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
You can't put two and two together and figure out that that's the car that we're looking for? Okay, anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Okay, thanks for that. Imagine you went to, like, talk to someone, you're like, hey, what's new? And they're like, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, hey, what's new? And they're like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, hey, what's new? Like, you just ask the same question. They tell you, like, totally different things every time. It's like, dude, can you just give me all the information at once? Okay, let's keep going down.
Shooting range.
Do floor number 2, mainframe
Violent
and
street
shooting
crime
range.
in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials.
Lucky Strikes. Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
Sounds awesome. Let's go into the training maze. Can we do this? Is this the way to the training maze?
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy. Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Guzzo was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy.
This feels like an old school, like,
papers around.
detective cop station, but also it's like weirdly sci-fi. It's also very industrial. Blade Runner, the universe has such an interesting feel to it.
He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip.
Oh my god. That's like...
I'll tell you.
That's psychotic, man.
Goddamn 4th of July out there.
Okay, can we just run this maze? Let's do it. I'm ready for the maze, Chief. Throw me in.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Yes, let me in. All right.
And shoot all threats.
This looks like a shooting range, not a maze.
Innocents.
All right.
Confirm target.
I'll decide if they're guilty or innocent. I am the law. Now, alright, here we go. Seems pretty intuitive here. You just sort of click on whoever you want to shoot. Is that it? Oh, shoot. Boom. Boom. That's in... Guilty, guilty. You're innocent. I believe you're innocent. Oh, wait. Wait, who is innocent? This guy innocent? What's happening? It's the yellow guys who are guilty, right? The blue people are innocent? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Wait, are the blue people... I'm so confused. Oh, that woman has a baby. She's innocent. Nobody's guilty who can carry a baby. Okay, so I guess when you shoot them, they turn gray, but then they keep walking around. Alright, how did I do? Oh, shoot. Kill that guy. Oh, I can just, like, walk over here. Okay, gotcha. Get a better vantage point over here. Somehow I was expecting the shooting range here to be more advanced. But, you know, I'll take what I can get. Like this, I'll be honest with you, Chief. I was expecting something that looked a little more like 2019. This looks like 2016, 17. This is the kind of stuff they had in Gaming J's era. Not the kind of stuff we expect in the world of Blade Runner. Wait, was she guilty or no? Oh, she had a baby. Oh, I see. So Yellow could be guilty, or it could be innocent. He's guilty. He's got a gun. That guy's got a gun. I can tell. Okay, so I've been I think I've been killing some innocent people here. So you gotta wait until you see the gun. Like, she could be innocent or guilty. We don't know. Oh, she's a guilty. You bitch. What, does this just go on forever? How many people do I have to kill? Okay, he's guilty and guilty. Nobody has a baby way up there. Oh, wait, I think he was innocent. I'm just killing everyone, damn it. I kind of just want out now at this point. Can we just be done? Okay, sweet.
To next station.
Oh, there's multiple stations. I really committed us to like a whole thing here. All right. Well, let's do it, I guess. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. Or we'll just do nothing. I've learned how to run. It's double tapping. Double clicking, I should say. Oh, evil! Evil! Is that person guilty? I can't tell. I don't like the ambiguous people. If people could just be clearly evil or good, they'd help me. Oh, that guy's evil. Guilty. Person in there is guilty, I can tell. Look, there's someone hiding there behind the wall. Are you guilty or not? Oh, you dick! Is this person guilty or not? Oh! Nope, she's innocent. Oh, you son of a... Oh! Getting shot. Is this person guilty or not? It was so much nicer when I just killed everyone. Stop holding your babies and walking into the line of fire. Okay, pro tip, all you dummies. If you have a baby, stay cowering in the corner. Do not walk out in front of a cop with a gun. It's on you, really. This guy, I think, is innocent. Or we'll just say not guilty. Boom. Like, what are these people even doing? Just going for a casual stroll along a catwalk of a pipe in, like, a raining industrial part of a rooftop? Yeah, you had a baby. You're still guilty, I know it. There. So the combat in this game seems pretty intuitive. You know, it's just point and click. Nothing too complicated about it. I do kind of regret going into the shooting range. It is kind of fun to see the combat. But, like, in all honesty, like, this is going on for a while, like... Okay, so I guess we can talk about other stuff while this is happening. This game, by the way, is one that definitely could use a GOG release. I mean, again, you know, we're not going to get far enough in the game to, like, fully see, you know, the plot changing for different playthroughs and stuff. But the fact that the plot's dynamic, the fact that things occur in real time, these are neat things. The fact that it's all 3D. You know, like, it may look like this background is like Resident Evil, where it's like all stable or whatever, but when we walk between zones, you see the camera move and, like, the environment is all 3D, like, it updates and stuff. So I think in many ways this game was a little ahead of its time. Are the dummies shooting me, by the way, or am I just, you know, like, am I actually getting hit by like a pellet or something? I don't even know. But anyway, this game will never get an HD release for one very clear reason. The source code to the game has been lost. When Westwood Studios moved from Vegas to LA, they actually lost the source code for this game. And even if they could see the environment just sort of rotated there, indicating it clearly was 3D, even if it looked like maybe a Resident Evil pre-rendered background, it was not. So with the source code lost, even if they found the source code, none of the assets from this original game exist anymore. Not in like a form where they can edit it. So they'd have to like recreate all these assets, and basically like it would just shooter, boom, boom. Can we just run through this quote-unquote maze and get the hell out of here? I'm just bailing on the whole combat thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then we can just exit this way. So maybe we can quit. Oh, yeah! I don't even want to know what my score was. But I'm just happy I figured out how to run, because that'll be super convenient. But yeah, so it would take millions of dollars to recreate all the assets in this game, and it's just basically just not going to happen. So sadly, like, this is the only version of the game we'll ever get. And even if, by the way, you can track down the 4 CDs required to install this game these days, you still need to download like a fan-written installer, like I used, because the game just can't be installed on modern computers. You need all sorts of patches and stuff to get it to actually run. So it's a little sad, but the game still is playable. And again, it doesn't really feel like it's so dated, it's not enjoyable. Like, the graphics look a little chunky and stuff, but I would argue that it just adds character to the game. And because Blade Runner is like a sci-fi world that has sort of retro, futuristic technology, the fact that the game looks a little pixelated, actually I feel like doesn't take anything away. In fact, it perhaps even fits the universe better than it should. So, okay, let's go ahead and use this fancy computer, the Esper here. God, this looks like a computer struggling to turn on. Oh, interesting, cool. So let's go ahead and analyze some of the clues that we have collected here.
Crime scene.
Yes, show us the crime scene. So this is like the famous scene in the movie where you go enhance, enhance. So you go tick, 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 tick. See? And then it goes bloop, and then it like upgrades the picture. Then you can like enhance some more. Tick 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 tick. I want to enhance. I want to see like exactly what's on that screen. Show me. Oh, I can't drag and drop. Okay, so forget about that then. How about let's look at the taiga. Show me the taiga. Doop 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 doop. This is like one of the like most iconic parts of Blade Runner. And it is actually awesome that they put this into the game, the enhance. It's so unrealistic, but it's still awesome. I love it. Enhance. Show me the face of the tiger. I want to see the follicles on the tiger's face. Oh, we can't go any further. Okay, what are we actually supposed to be looking at here? Because like, I don't see anything of interest. Okay, how do we go back? Okay, this one looks far more sinister here. Alright, so we got some shadowy dudes. Enhance! I just love that sound effect. It sounds like something from the 60s. Oh, look! Hey, look, this car. That is a clue right there! Okay, now what can we do with this? We now know that they drive a car. Can we, like, print this or something? How about maybe we can, like, see the license plate? Is that possible? Oh, what the heck? We zoomed out. Oh, what? Whoa, 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 what? Are you kidding me?
License plate? Give me a hard copy of that.
How? What? That seems like a cheat. No, wait. No camera can zoom in that far. Wait. Go back into that picture. Did you see that? I feel like that... Like, okay, look at this car right here. Are you joking me? I do know that this scene, by the way, in the movie... Oh, okay. What? Like, it goes outside.
A black ground car. Looks like it's been around
the camera can't go outside and rotate its field of view. Like, we're seeing the front of the car here. But when you zoom out, look, the front of the car's over here. The camera did not pick that up. This makes no sense. Man, also, like, when we zoom in, like, we can actually see these guys' faces. Their faces are totally dark. But look, this is gonna, like, probably show us their face. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, well, there we go. We have a
He
picture of
looks
the
familiar.
suspect.
Give me a hard copy of that.
That's hilarious. Anyway, I know this scene in the movie is kind of mocked because it's kind of a little ridiculous. This is pretty fun, though, like being, okay, like, what else can we do? Like, okay, let's see what his inventory was. Maybe he had, like, a really shady deal that was going on. Show me the inventory. That's what I want to see. Okay, there's clearly nothing here. When the computer, like, zooms out and then zooms back in, you know, it's like a special one where, like maybe his boots matter. Maybe because he was, like, dragging his feet, I think. Oh, yeah, like, see the camera is, like, rotating, and now it, like, zooms in unrealistically.
Muddy boots. Guess he's from out of town. Give me a hard copy of that.
If only security systems actually work like this, but, like, no, this is completely unrealistic photo wizardry right here, for, people. Okay, and there was nothing in this first photo? Like, nothing? Oh my god, the cameras. Oh my god, are you serious? We can, like, do this? Okay, but we can't go very far. Like, what's going on over here? A couple of emus just hanging out in a cage? Been there. Or whatever the hell they are. Elk. There has got to be something defined in this photo here. Okay, I guess there's nothing. Like, I've tried clicking all over the place. I can't really find a single thing. Wait, is there anything back there, maybe? Just an empty desk? Whoa, what the heck?
A sushi menu from Howie Lee's. Give me a hard copy of that.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Well, we found something. Okay, we found something in both cameras, or both pictures. I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, what else we got over here? What's this?
Personal clue database.
The personal clue database.
Downloading mainframe clue database.
Okay, we're syncing our clues with the mainframe.
Clue database transfer complete.
Okay. Thank you, I guess. Can't use the palm scanner. This totally looks like the Bat computer, by the way. Let's check our own clues here. Okay, we have the Gregorian interview bee.
Just the Rastafarian fellow. And that friend of his, a slim blonde man, Asian, with a ponytail. Can I see my attorney?
Wait,
Bravo, Spencer.
who are they talking
You've done
about?
your civic duty for the day.
Factory bombing. Wait, what was that? A Rastafarian? No idea. Okay. Oh, we can filter out clues. Interesting. So this game is like the board game Clue, where like you have to like figure out who the suspect is. Oh my god, look at all the clues. We haven't even begun to investigate.
Aggravated assault.
Muddy boots. Guess he's from out of town. Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot.
Muddy boots and a limp means trouble. All right. Now what? Okay, we got, I think, one more floor to investigate here in the police station. Oh, we got a basement, too. We'll scour the entire building, see what there is to offer. Oh, where are we? Let's just try and walk to the middle. Okay, there we are in the far corner. Can we talk to any of these people? Anyone? We can head down here. Or into the elevator. Okay. So don't mind me, just running to my next meeting. I like to get a light jog on in the middle of the day. Helps me break up the activity of the monotony of police work. Don't worry, citizens, I jog everywhere. No reason to be alarmed.
Permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it.
All right. Good talk. Okay, so there's literally nothing to do on the first floor but some light cardio. So off to our next encounter in the basement. What are we going to find down there? I'm predicting some kind of weird hermit who solves crimes. And we keep him alive in the basement. Keep him alive on hope and Cheetos. And he helps us with his weird psychic powers. Oh, it's a jail. Hey, look, there's a guy in here. Hello, sir. What did you do?
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
Also, I don't even know who you are.
It's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
The cause?
You're
Tell me
Spencer
more.
Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
Oh, we got some choices. Ooh, the Voight-Kampff. This is the thing where you can detect if they're replicants or
I'm gonna give you
not.
a little test.
The other detective. She already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
Yes!
I object to this treatment.
I was hoping we would get to do this.
He'll take care.
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I
Yeah!
hear it. So sit down.
Sit down and get VK'd. Oh, sweet. This is just like in the movie. So you ask them questions, and then you try to monitor if they are a replicant or not.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer.
Let me scan your eyeballs for signs that you are a robot.
Using the first words that come into your mind, describe your childhood.
Safe. Protected. Loved.
That leaned a little towards the human side.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
That also leans towards human. What else you got?
You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
And let me guess. Pictures of dead animals inside.
Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo.
This is so like 1984, like the scanning of the eyeball, the breathing machine.
Seeing picture after picture of animals laid
like
to waste.
Dystopian
Each more
future
gruesome
right
than
here,
the
man.
last.
These questions are becoming predictable, Detective.
He also leaned heavily human. High intensity, medium, low intensity. Alright, fine, I'm willing to believe you're human, but if I have the chance, I'm going to accuse you of being a replicant.
Test terminated.
Can I execute him? Can I retire him now? Hey, you're the guy who didn't canvass the neighborhood. I got a beef with you, guy. Serious beef. Alright, anything to do down here? Nope. Nothing. Why is like one jail cell just randomly left open? That seems like the kind of thing we shouldn't do as cops, is just sort of have like a laissez-faire attitude towards locking up empty cells. So is that all I have to do down here? Alright, nothing else to do. I guess we've calibrated our cyborg detecting equipment on some rando that we found in the jail cells down below. I don't even know what that guy's crime was or who he was or anything. I'm pretty sure I violated his civil rights by forcing him into... If you're ever arrested and the police say, we want to conduct a test on you to see if you're an android, the correct answer is no. The correct answer is get my lawyer. Also, I'm pretty sure those people wouldn't be cops. Pretty sure you're not under arrest. You've been abducted by some psychos if they're trying to conduct anti-android tests on you. Alright, so nowhere left to go but Chinatown. Oh, I guess my apartment. Oh, I love these cutscenes. Flying through the sci-fi dystopia. So cool. The world of Blade Runner is just awesome. It's like this weirdly awesome mix of like Asian and North American cultures.
Radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new such, soya mixed with off-world lichen.
Food got radioactive. That sucks. Let's talk to this guy. He's the only one we can talk to.
I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
What? What?
You're a pretty smart-looking cat. Want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a bug.
Got to mix more out back.
Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Feel like we should follow this guy. That's exactly what I'm gonna do here. If I... Oh, wait, what? Just follow him, damn it. Alright, let's talk to these guys, see what's up.
Isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
I would eat at this diner, by the way. Can I just say, like, this is cool. It's kind of like an outdoor-indoor diner. Although I would not want to eat in the rain here. Okay, let's go this way, I guess. See what else we got going on here. Oh, I just wandered into his kitchen. Hello, good sir. Don't be alarmed. I just want to ask you some intensely personal questions.
Do not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute.
Let's ask him about Lucy, then we're going to Voight-Kampff him too, if we get the option at least.
I'm looking for a girl, about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
That sounds like you may know her. I don't know her.
There's a test I'd like you to take. It won't take too long.
Test? What kind of test?
Kind of a personality test.
Don't worry about it, man. If you pass, you'll be welcomed into the Scientology worldview. Oh, he doused me in hot lava. Hot soup. Am I gonna chase him or no? Because I would like to chase this guy. He may not be a replicant or not, but he is signed a death warrant. Throwing soup at a cop is replicant enough for me. Oh, don't shoot this guy. Let's ask which way the other guy went.
Big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chinion?
Oh my god. Fine.
Thanks. The big man, he kinda limping. That away.
Which way? This way? This is where I came from, though. That doesn't make any sense. You just took my money and ran, you jerk. Oh, but there is a license plate in here. Alright, let's go this way. Get our gun out. So getting the gun out is pretty easy. Just right-click. I'm pretty sure we blew our shot to kill that big dude. So I guess he's the other replicant?
Locked.
Damn it. Would have been so nice to shoot him. I wonder if you could just play this game over again, just like shoot him right in the head as soon as you see him. I presume the game would not allow you to do that. Like there's no other way to go. How the hell did he get away from me? Alright, back to the scene of the crime. Damn.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef makes all kinds of new suits.
Not suspicious at all.
This from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
Okay.
This from your place, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You do Howie favor? Distribute all through our police station?
I will if you answer my questions.
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up. No one else. Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince, Howie.
Okay. Well, I feel like we definitely bungled up this encounter. Because the problem is now I have no more leads. I have absolutely no more leads.
See you later, Howie.
Alright, let's check out McCoy's apartment here. It's the 4th location that we've got. Again, awesome. In fact, I don't even know if these are cutscenes, because the environments are rendered in 3D, so these might actually just be renderings. Which is actually very impressive for the time. Alright, so this is where we live. Like how there's just like a spotlight doing its thing on top of my apartment building. Just giving a show to the neighborhood. Just totally cool, alright. My god, look how far he has to run. Oh, wait. Holy shoot, this is the dude. Oh my god, this is the guy. He's coming to kill me. Oh no, he's beating me. What's happening? I'm being bugged. Oh god. Man, he takes a lot of shots. There we go. Can you die already? Oh, we killed him. Oh my god. Hey, wait, who's this? Look, there's a guy on the far left side of the screen, just like slow. I can't do anything. Oh, it's gonna take forever to him to walk over. Is this Edward James Olmos? Tell me this is Edward James Olmos. Tell me this is Edward. Tell me this is Edward James. Tell me this is Edward James Olmos. It's Edward James Olmos. Like I have to like run over to him to have a conversation. It's ridiculous.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a
retirement. Is it Edward James Olmos or not?
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that. I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moonbus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Alright, so...
Gotcha.
He was a replicant, apparently, thankfully. I think that was Edward James Olmos. Here's where we're getting into like the game that changes every time. So I actually have a walkthrough that I've been sort of working with here to make sure that I kind of knew roughly where to go. But the walkthrough told me that if I chase this guy, I would probably find him. But when I didn't find him, I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't know what the hell's happening. But then he accosted me at my apartment. So that's totally cool. All right, so before we go into our apartment, not to draw this out even longer, but we're just going to pop over to the police station and tell them that we killed a replicant so that it's all nice and official on the police record. And then we're going to come back and we're going to chillax in our apartment. We're going to think about what we've learned today. We're going to think about this game. Oh man, that's so awesome. We're going to think about how awesome this game is. Hey, did that say Westwood in the background? If you rewind there, when he's like flying past the big building, right before he lands, I think it said Westwood in the far background. So that's kind of cool. Kind of little in-universe advertising for them. Okay, so first we're going to head to the second floor here. We're going to update the computer database so it knows that we killed a guy. Because it's okay to kill guys as long as they know that you did it. We're syncing our clues here. Hold on. Where's like the kill database? No, not my Instagram feed. How do I tell them I killed a guy? All right, well, let's assume that's updated. Now let's go tell our boss we killed a guy.
Ground floor.
Also, I love how this elevator is like instantaneous. They make you run across the lobby, but they don't make you wait for the elevator. Like the developers are like, the elevator should be instantaneous, but like making it across that lobby, that thing needs to be as big and as spacious as possible. We really want them to appreciate how big and sprawling this police station really is.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
Wait, this is the conversation I had with him last time.
A man can be after his hemorrhoids get lanced.
Hemorrhoids?
You're really been surprising the troops around here, kid. Gaff says you worked that retirement like a champ.
Just doing the job.
Yeah, well, don't get too cocky. Those sixes can be damn unpredictable.
That I know.
But I'm proud of you, McCoy. Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Sweet.
Thanks.
Payments is wiring the advance to your account as we speak.
How much?
Couple $100 Chinian. Enough to buy a sandwich or two. We gotta hold back the rest until the lab does the autopsy. Paperwork, you know. Shouldn't take more than a couple of days.
So when you kill a replicant, you get the funds
worry.
that are equivalent to like a Subway gift card, so you can buy a sandwich.
Any idea what you want to spend it on?
I was thinking maybe a companion for my animal at home.
Forget that. Buy yourself something nice. Once you start carving up that juicy bacon, kid, the taste never goes away.
Bacon.
The great things in life, believe me, you'll just be wanting more and more.
Okay, that conversation got a little weird there. Also, the framing of this room is bizarre. He's like hidden behind junk. Like, this is the chief. Why isn't he sitting behind his desk? Instead, he's like hidden behind junk. It's awfully weird. Okay, so we have successfully told the cops that we killed a guy. Let's actually now go and check out our apartment. I'm really curious to see where this guy lives. All right, McCoy's apartment. Man, I would never get sick of seeing him drive around the city. It's just so neat. So I know when they were making Batman Begins, Christopher Nolan showed the crew Blade Runner and said, I want Gotham to feel like this. And this does have like a really Batman Begins-y, Gotham-y kind of feel. I mean, there's less neon and like sort of Asian cultural influences, but beyond that, it definitely feels sort of like gritty like Gotham.
Roof. Ground.
I love this in Chinese or whatever it is, Mandarin. McCoy's 88th floor.
McCoy, 88th.
And also, look at the walls. It's so cool. It's like Tetris blocks. Kind of feels like a Mayan temple or something.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner.
Man, imagine spending a year's salary on a dog. Like, people just pick up dogs on a whim, and then they decide they don't want them, and they, like, return them. Okay, let's see what we got over here.
Baby. Dinner time.
Just feed you some random stuff from my pocket.
Here you go, baby.
Feed you some more. I'm trying to... Oh, look, there's like a human face right there. That's so creepy. He's got a weird face in his living room here. All right, what's going on over here? Oh, we have our own little... This is the Blade Runner equivalent of a laptop. Okay, hold on. Look, here's his laptop on his coffee table here. All right. Okay, that leaves the apartment. All right, so what do we got going on over here? Let's run to the back room. Ah, interesting. Okay. I'm not in control at the moment, by the way. I don't know what's happening.
Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
Huh. Okay. Kind of a crappy balcony, too. Looks like very industrial. Okay, let's check out what's going on in here. Oh, is he having a bath? Okay, so... or did he pee? What happened in there? Will not show me. Okay. Can I use the bed?
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Or no, he's refusing to sleep. Or no, he is sleeping. What is he dreaming about?
What?
What is this?
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
There's a fat man floating in a purple tube with like, there was...
Is this what the gravity be like on
dogs and stuff?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Ow.
Please, can you control your rat? I'll have you know that Ricky's a...
Oh my god, I did not need to see that. What is happening? Why am I watching this like barely closed, exceptionally obese man here?
Boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up. You also do outside work? Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad.
Oh wait, maybe that's the fat woman they thought. It was actually a fat dude. This is the dreadlock guy. Like, that could totally pass for, like, a weird old woman.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? And your test studies, contacts, the works.
Oh man, that guy needs a longer robe. Am I right, guys? I'm holding my hand up. I don't want to have nightmares tonight. So, I don't know what the hell... Oh, come on! They knew what they were doing with the framing of this, too.
They be hosing you off the
okay, so I think we have successfully reached the end of Act number 1. Blade Runner here is one of the sort of classic adventure games. You know, it's past the like very early era of adventure games from like Sierra and like, you know, LucasArts and stuff like that. It was sort of the beginning of a new era. Like Westwood got interested in these like cinematic cutscenes and like having real actors and stuff, and you saw those influences carry over when they went to games like Command & Conquer. Obviously, that guy's getting iced. That sucks for him. Oh, kill the camera first. Smart. Then we'll never know who shot the fat man. Oh, our phone is ringing too. Anyway, so yeah, like this game sort of was like the beginning of the like 3D adventure games, and again, it was rendered all in software, which is pretty crazy actually. But the game actually, like I argue that this game actually visually holds up quite well. It's
inside,
you know, a little pixelated and grainy, but it kind of oddly like fits the style of the Blade Runner universe. I love the sort of references to the Blade Runner movie and stuff. Like I love that like test where you see the eyeball, the like Voight-Kampff or whatever test. I love the like cutscenes where you're flying through the city. The atmosphere here is all terrific, and I personally, you know, even though like we didn't finish the game, we really only checked out the first act here. I love the fact that the game is dynamic and it adapts, and every time you play it, you know, like you're not going to get wildly different plots, but it's interesting how the details will shuffle around and the individual characters. So if we go into by the way, the first image that we took, if I can go into this for a second, just to give you guys an example. In the little walkthrough that I have beside me that I was sort of using to make sure we kind of broadly kept on track, you know, Lucy is supposed to be somewhere in this photo. I cannot see her. And so I think this is an example of the game sort of randomly adapting, and the AI characters behave a little differently playthrough through playthrough. I love that idea. And again, I love the real-time aspect of the story. So yeah, all in all, I think this is a game that you should play before you die. It's a really cool dystopian sci-fi game. It's a really neat idea for an adventure game. You know, not to say that adventure games that focus on puzzles and stuff aren't good. They are, but I think like most adventure games follow that model, and it's interesting to see like a different take on adventure games, one where the AI characters are more simulations than they are scripted actors. I would love to see this model of adventure game get further refined and developed, and if there are modern examples of developers trying to do this kind of stuff, I'd be super interested to hear about it. You could let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions of this game, guys. What do you think of Blade Runner here? Do you think it holds up to the movies? Are you even fans of the movies? Maybe you're not. Do you agree with me that you think the things it tried to change about adventure games are like an interesting new take on the genre? Or do you think, no, like it changes it too much and you prefer the sort of puzzle-based mechanics of some more traditional adventure-style games? Whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments down below. As always, guys, it has been fun checking this game out, so if you agree, even if you don't like the game, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, because it will be back soon with a new video and a new game, and hey, you don't want to miss out on that. So until next time, my friends, don't retire any humans, because that would not be smiled upon. That would in fact be frowned upon, and they would retire you. Oh my God, we get to go to the Tyrell building. Oh my God, okay, we're totally gonna do this. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this, but you guys, it has been fun. You guys take care of yourselves, and until next time, peace. Man, look, the Tyrell Corporation looks awesome.
Just a minute. Where do I
Hey,
go?
what? Oh, that guy's just blipping in and out of reality. I was like, who am I talking to? But it didn't seem like there was anyone there, but there totally kind of was someone there. Interesting. Wait, who am I talking to here? Everyone's invisible in this act. Pretty sure this is a bug in the game. So I guess it's a good thing we didn't try and play these next levels, because everyone's invisible but me. Also, this is kind of confusing. When you go to exit the game, you have these two icons. What does this mean? Resume game and quit. Whatever. I guess that's not that confusing.